Page.
Meeting called to order.
Swearing in, who's going to be doing that?
This is the September 24th, 2024 council meeting. Would the clerk please read the statement of compliance?
This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Law, duly announced, advertised, and posted in the municipal building. The meeting will adjourn no later than 10 p.m. unless a majority of the council members that are present vote to extend the time.
All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Council President Saliani.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remain standing for a moment of silence, please. Seated. Thank you. All right, so we're going to change. We're going to do roll call. Are we ready? Okay. Okay. Roll call.
Mayor Kamala,
Present.
Councilwoman Gofredo,
Here.
Councilman McCann,
Here.
Councilman Pignatelli, Councilman Saliani,
Here.
Councilman Slasinski,
Here.
Councilman Talamini.
Here. Make a motion to excuse Councilman Pignatelli.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We're going to go out of order on our agenda today. We have several celebrations. We have a promotion of Mr. Don Harvey, which is going to be first. We have a junior firefighter getting sworn in, and after that, we have some awards for our baseball and softball teams. So at this time, I'd like to ask members of the Public Safety Committee, Mr. McCann and Mr. Sislinski, and bring Mr. Don Harvey up front, please.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we got to introduce the resolution first. Hang on one second. Do we have a motion to introduce Resolution 24-268, authorize promotion of Sergeant Don Harvey? Do we have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Gofredo,
Yes.
Councilman McCann,
Yes.
Council President Saliani,
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski,
Yes.
Councilman Talamini.
Yes.
Okay, this time let's bring Mr. Don Harvey down and promote our sergeant.
Is the Bible over there? Where's the Bible?
It's usually down
No. That's
Robert's rules.
I don't see the Bible. Hold on. Let me look over there. I don't know where it is.
Where's the podium?
Oh, maybe it's on the
It's usually
podium?
in the podium?
Oh, the podium.
Let me look over there. Is it in the podium?
So Don, who's going to hold the Bible for you? All right, guys, you ready? Ready? I
I, Donald Harvey,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and the governments established
and the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will
and that I will
faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform the duties of the office of sergeant
perform the duties of the office of sergeant
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations, Sergeant Harvey.
Thank you.
Hey, John? Gonna do the junior firefighter.
Oh, sure. Back up. You're gonna do the resolution first, yeah.
There isn't one.
Oh, okay. One more.
At this time, I'd like to ask Elijah Diaz to come forward with his family. Ready? Okay. I
I, Elijah Diaz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will
that I will
support the Constitution of the United States
support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and the governments
and the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform the duties
perform the duties
of the office of
the
junior firefighter
of the office of junior firefighters
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Oh, did you give him the form to sign? You're all set. Oh, wait, hold on. One more thing, hold on. Did he sign the second page? Did he sign the second page there? Elijah?
Elijah, we
Can you
need
come
you-
back for 1 second?
And at this time, we'll take a 5-minute recess so that we can reset for the softball teams, and those that wish to stay can stay, and those that wish to go can go. So 5-minute recess.
Elijah, come back. That's for you. That's what you signed off on.
We're going to call the meeting back to order. At this point, this time we have a special celebration. We're going to bring the girls forward. This is, and I just want to say a quick announcement here. This is Coach Neil Hirsch. Coach, I understand you're retiring from coaching at this point, and you've served 33 years. So on behalf of the community, let's thank the coach for the job. At this time, we're going to come down. Why don't we grab Russell Talamini, the rec liaison? Why don't you come on down real quick? So, Coach, why don't you set the stage and tell us the achievements that these coaches
Okay, well, you girls, you remember me? You still remember me? These girls did a phenomenal job. We started out the year great, and we finished it even better. Our record during the season was 10 wins, 2 losses, and then we just ripped right through the playoffs. We just beat everyone. We beat everyone. Well, at the final, what was the score? Like 15-4? 15-4 in the final. That was the only team that beat us besides Ramsey. And we beat Ramsey 3-0. Tough game because we always played them tough. But you girls did a great job. And you got honored with plaques, and you got honored with your trophies. And the trophies, I have the picture here, and there's no, oh, there it is. Huge trophy. I hope it's in your room. Carly, make sure she gives it to you. All right, I had 4 great coaches, and I couldn't have done this without them. The team couldn't have done this without them. They did a phenomenal job, and actually, except for Coach Herrick, who's now helping out at the high school, these guys are going to be taking over 14U, and 14Us are going to be in great hands because they're wonderful coaches. So I'm going to just hand them out in order here. Tim, Coach Curtin.
Stand up here.
Yeah, you're going to have to take a picture.
Jason, you're going to have to come up here. Jason, Chris Enright. Chris not only did all the pregame and did all the practices and hitter, but he also the pitching coach. And we had a great pitcher. And I don't know how good you would have been without your father. But you did. And finally, my aunt Jude Ketzeleri. You know, over the years, I've had some great coaches, I really have. But I have to say that these guys were like way up there in terms of coaches and what they did for the team and how much they helped me and the knowledge that they had. They were absolutely terrific. And this is mine. I actually. All right, now 9 of you were here, right? But there's a couple that are not here. And we'll start off, and I see Violet isn't here. Savannah's not here? Okay. Julie Green. Gianna's not here? Okay. Kat Cora. Carly. Sabrina Pisani. Brooke Curtin. Now we have two Enrights here, besides the coach. We got JC. And we got Lexi. And the last 2, Reese Cancelleri.
do you want the picture?
What we'll do is we'll have the council people stand up behind them, and we'll keep everybody right in front.
This to Savannah. Violet, can anybody? I'll try to give that to Gianna. You go to school with Gianna.
If you can't find them, I will mail them. I can mail them.
Make sure
Neil, you gotta turn around. You get the picture.
Okay, what are we doing? You know what?
Wait.
Two of you go on that side, it would be a better shot, just saying.
Should I get with the coaches?
What are we doing?
You're gonna move up top.
All right.
You guys will send that to me, right?
Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
I'll see you guys on Sunday. Not for the next 2 weeks.
Excuse me,
I won't be here.
Mayor Kamala,
Sir.
on behalf of Oakland Softball, thank the mayor, the council, Rich, Rosa. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
All right, we'll take another 2-minute recess so we can bring the boys in, and the girls can stay if you want to stay. Otherwise, you can leave. It's up to you. At this time, I'd like to bring Coach Michael Lazar, and he's going to give away the awards to the 8U baseball team. Coach Lazar? What's that? Raise. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
So why don't you tell the story behind your year this year?
Sure. So AU had a great year. This is the first year that these guys are eligible for travel baseball in town, and a lot of 7-year-olds on the team, 7 and 8-year-olds, and just, again, a great season of hard work. These guys came in, started in the spring, learned some new positions, learned the game of baseball, hitting off live pitching for the first time, and like I said, just worked real hard, had a lot of success, went 10-1 and won their championship. So great year. All right, so I'm going to call you guys up one at a time to come get your certificates. So Jack Bailey.
Jack, stay right here.
Jack, stay up
Stand over here.
Cooper Baumüller. Ryan Becker. Alexander Capola. Michael Daniels. Luke Edwards. Colin Heath. Matthew Kangas. Ethan Lazar. Travis Marble. Will Nocella. Wyatt Salgi. And Dane Sanzari. And PJ Strews.
Hey, Coach, on behalf of the Borough, we also want to recognize the coaches. I mean, this program is not successful if it wasn't for the parents bringing our children down there, working with them, the coaches giving their time throughout the season. And what's interesting, if you look at this dais up here, every person sitting up here has coached Oakland Rec at some point in time, and we really understand how important it is for the families and the parents and the coaches to really make this program strive. So, Coach, on behalf of the Borough of Oakland, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you. He is, yes.
Yeah.
So can we just thank our coaches as well? So our assistant coaches were Keith Sanzari, Pat Baumüller, Ron Edwards, Mike Becker, and Steve Daniels.
Coaches, come up here.
Kind of crunch together, just come more this way a little bit, so she can take a photo of everybody. That's good, right there, no, that's good, don't go too far, because they're gonna stand in front of the council members right there.
I don't even have to in this group. Here, why don't you go? Here.
Okay, everybody. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, hole punch. Get everyone's way. Everybody in their pictures? Okay.
Good.
Go
All right, thank you guys.
Mayor, just quick, guys, HU. I remember I coached my oldest son in HU to the championship. It was like yesterday, and now my youngest son, this was his last year in rec, Oakland Rec. So just it goes by like that, guys. So congratulations. I'm so excited to see you guys here. Thank you.
One of the baseball players just showed up, like PJ
Redo the pictures.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Somebody came in late?
Hey, Mike, you still.
Yeah, PJ.
Do we have a certificate?
Yep, I just gave it.
Oh, you should bring it. Do you want to
Do you
redo the
wanna redo
picture?
the picture?
Everybody, redo the picture.
Back up. You leave one guy out.
Can't leave somebody out like that.
Want to come back in again?
You guys gotta squish a little.
Yeah, they play sports.
Yeah, I'll hold that for you.
I'll go back there.
He looks at you, no way.
Nice. Waiting for the mayor? Okay, perfect. No, I'm talking. 1, 2, 3.
May as well stay there. No, one more team.
Oh, one team, all right.
Is it Nancy?
All right, this time, I'd like to call Coach TJ Dowdy. TJ's, listen, we've coached together for how many years, TJ? Basketball. I'd like to say our team won more, but that's okay.
Your house, you could say that.
So TJ, why don't you set the stage and tell us about the 11
Well, Pete comes up with here first, because we had kind of a three-headed beast of head coaches this year. Myself, Pete, and Steve Catalano, who's not here tonight. But I'm not quite as talkative as Neil Hirsch, who gave the first speech, and I'll get you guys out of here quick, but I know I speak for all the coaches, the parents. We're very, very proud of these guys. This core group, as what was it, 8U? Is that when we started? As 8U, I want to say we finished, I know you don't want to hear this, so cover your ears, 1-13 as a group in the travel program. And we have now graduated as 11U. Last year, they finished a combined 18-4. They were 7-4 in the spring season, losing in the semifinals in extra innings, mind you, to the team that ended up winning it. And then we went 11-0 in the summer. So I can't say how proud I am of each and every one of you guys for really, really working hard. And they deserved it. They really did. So Pete, if you have anything you want to add, I don't know.
Just, it's a lot of fun to watch the kids grow personally, but also within the game of baseball. And to watch these guys every step of the way get better and better and more mature is, that's the joy. The winning is the byproduct of it. But to watch them perform and grow, that's the core of it. Great job, guys.
Great job. I'm going to hand you half of these. I'm going to take the other half. But you know, we have some coaches ones. You want me to give them last? Well, I guess, you know what, let's have Harut and Jay, if you're here. I thought I saw Jay here. Is Jay here? Come on up here and stand with us, because you guys are just as much part of this as everybody. But I'm going to call you guys' names up. When you come on up, come up, shake hands on your way down and then line it up. So first we got Stevie Catalano. Good job. Stay right here next time. Luke Ciliento. Timothy Dovladian. Good job, Tim. Congratulations. Jackson Downey. Good job. Andrew Grekowski. You're up.
Joey Larson. Cole Popek. Tyler Rohr. Cole Rubenacker. Braden Vitale. And Anthony Saletti.
All right, that wraps.
That's it. We're gonna take a quick picture.
Yeah, picture. You want to bring them down this way a little bit?
No, they're gonna line up behind them right there.
Okay.
So just go towards that end.
I'm good.
Don't move.
Can't flex much longer.
Yeah.
You can do it. Yeah.
Put it in. Okay.
Always works. That joke always.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, and I didn't mention, thank you to the mayor and council and everyone who's made this possible, because without all you guys, like they said before us, we couldn't have this moment, and the kids I know and the parents, everybody really appreciates it. You don't hear it often, I know how it goes, but we really do appreciate all you guys. And girls, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, guys, who wants to stay for the council meeting?
Great job.
2-minute recess. think we've got everybody here. Yeah. All right, let's bring it back. All right, bring the meeting back into order. Okay, at this time, we are up to the mayor's report. I only have a couple important messages. First one is Franklin Avenue paving. It was weather dependent, so right now the new dates are going to be September 26th and 27th for milling. That's from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And September 30th and October 1st will be the paving, once again from 6 a.m. till 5 p.m. So just be wary of the detours as they're working on that road. Update on the Patriots Way Bridge. We've got probably one of the second or third largest cranes in the Borough of Oakland right now. They're getting ready to install span 2 tomorrow. And once span 2 is done, they will be putting in span 3 and then I believe span 1. So the bridge is moving along very quickly at this point. So the old bridge is gone and now the new superstructure is being put into place as early as tomorrow. And that really concludes my mayor's report for now. And at this point, do we have a motion to open to public?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody wish to address the council?
Yeah, I guess I will again. My name is Nikolai Carlson. I live 6 Geronimo Way. I'm still complaining about a conspiracy and involving Oakland municipal government as well. I've gone through the courts for months now and gotten no response. I'm bankrupt. I don't know how else to explain the conspiracy of civil rights. I don't have any rights. So I'm appealing to the council for something to do with the judge or the judge's council or probate. I don't know quite how to explain it. I'm not a lawyer, but it's all civil rights and denying access to law enforcement.
Thank you, Mr. Carlson.
So, thank you.
Anybody else wish to address the mayor and council?
Good evening, everybody. Joseph Furio, 24 Hiawatha. I haven't been here since we had that small meeting a couple months ago, and I wanted to express my thanks that you were able to sign that resolution to try to secure a loan for Ramble Mountain Lakes. It was the right thing to do. You know, since that date, RML has pretty much said that they are solvent. They are moving ahead with their de-annexation. Hopefully, after the de-annexation is completed, you know, a lot of those tensions that have been built up can go away. I also would like to report, we've talked about Oakland Lakes and potentially starting another organization to take ownership of the lakes. We have a federal tax ID. The federal forms are all completed. We need to make a few more state filings before the organization becomes official. I'm hoping that it's no more than another month before we're at that stage and we can have some serious negotiations. We are going to need to fundraise amongst the homeowners. The reason being, there are going to be legal fees to set up this organization. We're going to need to have representation, just as RML probably will be having representation. So that's going to be a hurdle that some of the homeowners have to face. So far, all good news, keeping with the theme of the night. There is one negative thing I do have to bring to everybody's attention. As a Mirror Lake resident, I was informed this weekend that there is a serious developer who is looking to purchase the lake and trying to put parcels out there. There's an emergency RML board meeting this weekend, Saturday at 6:30, location unknown at this point. I don't know what's going on. I plan to appeal to them and I say we have RML financially solvent. A lot of the homeowners don't want to take the chance that this goes to the developer and something else happens to this lake in the process. I'm sure that's not the position RML is going to take. They're going to tell you or tell us that they only want to put 2 homes, but talking to most people around my lake, they're afraid of any change. So that's something that we have to work through in the next coming months. But hopefully, come January, you know, there's going to be new people in charge. The only other thing that I wanted to bring up today, because it did come up in some of my discussions with RML. At any point during the meeting that we have, did anybody from the town say that a loan program could not be used towards the Mirror Lake dams? I don't remember hearing that.
We'll, you know, we'll have to check with Mr. Chakowski, our attorney,
Okay.
and we'll get you an answer. Is that fair?
That's fair. There's been some discussions on the back end where I've been, people are told we don't know if funds could be used towards Mirror Lake. I don't remember hearing that at the meeting. I don't think anybody else here remembers that, but it's something I would like confirmed. I will be back in 2 weeks or be in contact with either you, Mayor, or the council, or Mr. Kuntz, to find out the answer to that question. The other issue on my mind is we do know that the loan program it's a resolution. We have to go to the state. The state is, it depends on their funding whether or not we receive, RML receives this money. There have been some public reports that, a lot of this money has already been allocated. Any lobbying effort that you can do with your counterparts in Trenton on our behalf to try to ensure that RML gets this money. I want to see this successful. The last thing I want to see is something happens to the dam and that funding isn't secured, and that would just be a nightmare for everybody. It's not what anybody wants. So any thing that you can do to advance that effort is greatly appreciated, not only by the residents, but I'm sure by the current board of RML.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you very
Mr.
much.
Fiore.
Thank you for the time.
Anybody else wish to address the council? Not seeing any. Do I have a motion to close?
So moved.
Do we have a second? All in favor? All right, moving on to approval of minutes. We have September 10th, 2024 minutes. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor? Or do we need roll call on this? Roll call?
Councilwoman Gofredo?
Yes.
Councilman McCann?
Yes.
Council President Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Krasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
We also have September 10th, 2024 executive minutes. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second?
Roll call.
Councilwoman Gofredo?
Yes.
Councilman McCann?
Yes.
Council President Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
All right, moving on to special announcements, appointments, raffles. We actually have 30 social affairs permits that are going out, licenses. So we're going to do these in chunks so we can move this along. We have raffle license RL 1514 for the Marine Corps League, and they're also requesting a social affairs permit as well. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorized raffle license RL 1516 for the Paris Athletic League for Indian Hills for a tricky tray. And also authorized raffle license RL 1517 for the Paris Athletic League Indian Hills School for a 50-50. And authorized raffle license RL 1518 for Paris Athletic for the PAC Indian Hills for merchandise. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next, we have raffle license RL 1515 for the PTO of Dogwood Elementary School for a 50-50. We have raffle license RL 1519 for the Oakland PBA Local 164 for a poker tournament. And also social affairs permit for Oakland PBA 164 for Civic Association for poker night. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Now we have, these are all for the Oakland Elks. We have authorized raffle license RL 1520 for the Oakland Elks Tricky Tray, RL 1521 Oakland Elks for a 50-50, RL 1522 Oakland Elks for a poker tournament, social affairs permit for Oakland Elks Lodge 2167 for the Tricky Tray, and approved social affairs permit Oakland Elks Lodge 2167 for casino night. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do we have a second? To approve? Second?
Second.
Second, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, well, we have to take a roll call on this, because somebody has to abstain. Roll call?
Right. Councilwoman Gofredo?
Abstain.
Councilman McCann?
Yes.
Council President Saliani,
Yes.
Councilman Soslinski,
Yes.
and Councilman Talamini.
Yes.
We have the following resolutions. We have 24-269.
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, there's the request from Lennar to work
Oh, okay.
Saturdays in
Let's
October.
forward with that one, too.
All right, we also have a request from Lennar to continue to work on Saturdays for the month of October. Do we have any discussion on this? Can we move it?
Mayor, I would say, you know, as the weather gets cooler, windows are open all night long. This is going to wake up residents on days that they're not working, so I would say no.
I'm in agreement with Councilwoman Gilfredo. I don't think they should work on Saturdays. As you know, Mayor, I do some volunteer work at the high school on the weekends, and the noise is loud.
Any other further discussion? Not seeing any. Do I have a motion to approve? Not seeing it? Not seeing any? I believe the resolution, it dies on the table. Okay. Mr. Cruz, would you report back to them and let them know?
We'll let them know tomorrow.
Okay. All right, moving on to resolutions. We have Resolution 24-269 for the opioid settlement. 24-270, authorized purchase of rock salt. 24-271, amend contract with Boswell Engineering for pump station. 24-272, authorized contract Boswell Engineering for Jerome Avenue Phase 1. 24-273, authorized contract with Boswell Engineer Jerome Avenue Phase 2. 24-274, authorized contract with Boswell Engineer for Lakeview Terrace drainage improvements. 24-275, authorized salary increase, DPW superintendent. 24-276, authorized hire of utility clerk. 24-277, reappointing of acting municipal clerk. 24-278, authorized grant agreement, community block grant for Jerome Avenue sewer improvement. 24-279, authorized refund of performance bond for DFLP Van Voren Incorporated. 24-280, authorized refund recreation fees. 24-81, authorized refund senior center casino trip. 24-282, authorized refund of taxes. 24-270, authorized refund of taxes. 24-284, authorized refund of taxes. 24-285, authorized refund of water payment. 24-286, authorized refund of water payment. And 24-287, authorized refund of water payment. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call. Does anybody wish to have any pulled out? Not seeing any?
Councilwoman Gofredo,
Yes.
Councilman McCann,
Yes.
Council President Saliani,
Yes.
Councilman Soslinski,
Yes.
Councilman Talamini.
Yes.
All right, we're moving on to the ordinance. This is ordinance 24 code 949. This is the streetscape design standards. As you know, this governing body's been working we've been working all year to codify the streetscape in the downtown area, and I'm sure you're starting to see some improvements with what's going on with pavers and the park and everything else like that. And it's really a way to really capture this and put in an ordinance to make it a law so that there's no ambiguity when a developer comes in or somebody wants to improve their property. They go right to the design guidelines and they just move it along, which will give us that uniform look and feel of the downtown area. Mr. Coons, is there anything you wish to add?
No, just that it's gone through, I think, a number of reviews and revisions in different iterations. Most recently, the planner and I met with Mr. Ukemic, went over comments that he had regarding some things like the paver design and the lighting standards and some other things. So I think this is ready for introduction. I want to point out that there is a list of approved street trees in there. We've not received final word from the Shade Tree Commission. That's something that may get vetted out and changed as it goes to the planning board for review as well. So you may see an amendment for that coming back for adoption. But otherwise, we think that this encapsulates pretty nicely what the governing body is looking to achieve.
Anybody else have any further comments? Do I have a motion to introduce 24 code 949 streetscape design standards?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Gofredo,
Yes.
Councilman McCann,
Yes.
Council President Saliani,
Yes.
Councilman Slisinski,
Yes.
Councilman Talamini.
Yes.
All right, the public hearing and adoption will be October 8th. Actually, I have a question. Are we going to have a planning board meeting before then?
No, October 10th, I think, is the planning board meeting.
Yeah, I thought the adoption of this would be at the second one.
Yeah, so we have to change the date on that.
Okay, I'll make sure that goes Is it the 23rd?
No.
October 20,
Gotta be the
24th, I thought.
24th.
24th.
22nd.
What?
Hold on.
Let's,
Hold on.
let's make sure 14 is
Hold on. Hold on, people.
Bingo.
It's October
22nd.
I'm a lawyer, I can do
22nd.
that.
Yes, 2nd and 4th, right.
All right, so just to be clear, the public hearing for adoption will be at the October 22nd council meeting. Okay, work session, stormwater control ordinance. Mr. Coons or Mr. Kemick, who wants to take that?
I think I can start. So, in 2021, the governing body enacted comprehensive amendments to the stormwater control ordinance in accordance with DEP's model ordinance in place at that time. Last year, they issued a new statewide general permit, which is a whole set of requirements that we're dealing with for stormwater control. You've been seeing some of that. We authorized a grant to the Highlands Council and the like. One of those requirements is to adopt further amendments that were made to the model ordinance last year by the DEP. This really is not discretionary. It's something that's required under the permit, and you just sort of adopt the changes wholesale. So we provided the model ordinance. The changes there are in red. Any text proposed for deletion is in red strike through. We would just need to prepare an ordinance that encapsulates all of that to amend Chapter 20-1 of the Borough Code. And John, I don't know if there's anything you want to add. John had provided a synopsis of what that section of the code effectuates and what the major changes were in 2021.
Just really quickly, Mayor, what the new code does is obviously makes things more stringent. Now when developers come in, we look at 1/4 acre of impervious surfaces which have increased backwards all the way to 2004, or any disturbance of 1 acre all the way back to 2004. The previous regs did not have this cumulative effect. Also, the code now requires developers to consider green infrastructure first. That is seepage pits, grass swales, and things that get the aquifers recharged first for the runoff from their development. Also, stormwater control measures and their maintenance must be reflected in the deed. That has always been there, but now the DEP requires municipalities to police that and be more diligent in making sure private entities within the borough are maintaining their stormwater infrastructure. Two more. Stormwater control design has become more standardized. There's less ambiguity. I always used to say you get 4 engineers in a room, you get 4 interpretations. Now maybe you only might get 2. And I'm sure lastly you've heard of this projected rainfall. Now when developers design, they have to design for what's called the year 21 design storm. So I'm going to avoid in the future referring to things as the 100-year storm, because we have the 100-year storm every few years. So this is a much more practical application of rainfall and the rainfall's amount we are getting. So all in all, I would say it's a good thing for the borough and for the entire state.
Thank you, Mr. Kemick.
Any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Anyone from the council have any questions, comments? Not seeing any? Okay, Mr. Coons, get that written up and put it on the
We'll
calendar.
put it on the
for
next meeting.
Okay. Mr. Coons, amend code for fire prevention fee.
Yeah, this one was sort of born out of some issues that came with launching the weekly craft fair. The Arts Committee is trying to attract food vendors to the event, and our fee structure for fire prevention didn't really fit that model of having a weekly event. It calls for weekly inspections, which was becoming too onerous and was really sort of causing potential food vendors to shy away because of that weekly cost. There's an inspection permit fee of $90, which, by the way, 54 of that goes to the state. We keep the rest. So after some discussion, what we think we can do is basically have the inspection that's required and a fee, and have it run for 10 consecutive weeks. So if the food vendor wants to come there, they can come for 10 consecutive weeks. It's good for that period of time, and then they would be subject to re-inspection if they want to renew for another 10-week period of the craft fair. So we would just like to amend the code to reflect that. We'll come up with appropriate verbiage, whether we call it craft fair fee or seasonal fee. We'll come up with something there that would be appropriate, that would meet everybody's needs.
I'm not sure of the practicality, Mr. Coons, but is that 10 consecutive weeks or 10 consecutive weeks per event? For example, if we had 2 different events, if they had one at the high school and had one at the arts fair, that would account for both? Or would they have to get different permits?
Theoretically, if you had another entity doing something for 10 weeks, you could make it apply to that as well. Okay, again, I think it's, we'll work with the borough attorney on appropriate language there. But, it's to address the immediate need of the craft fair.
Actually sounds like we're cutting bureaucracy.
Well, it was really just a matter of, there was never
Right, it wasn't
anything
intended
like
for that.
before
Right.
that. It wasn't
Yeah.
intended for that. So
Right.
create something that is intended for that, and hopefully that'll have the intended effect of having some food vendors come in and increase the desirability of the event. So
That's terrific. All right, Mr. Coons, could you have that set up, the ordinance for introduction next meeting?
Yep.
Okay. Appraisals for flood buyout program phase 4.
Right, so as you may be aware, we do have a grant for Phase 4 of the flood buyout program. That is some properties on Lenape Lane, in addition to the Phase 3 Lenape Lane properties, as well as some properties on Lakeshore Drive. Given the run-up in prices due to the, in housing values in the recent past, and some apparent changes with the Green Acres appraisal standards, where they were kind of shifting from using Green Acre standards to Blue Acre standards. They came back to us and said, hey, if you're going to do something that you want to get a certified market value on, you have to redo those appraisals if you're going to move forward. So we had a conversation with Bergen County Open Space about that, and our open space partners, the Land Conservancy, went out and solicited proposals on our behalf. Those were included in your packet. So the low quote was from a company called Web Appraisal. They're offering like a 40% discount if they get all of the appraisals to do it at one time. So this would be to basically update everything from before the pandemic, and then I think that would give us a better understanding of where we are in terms of Phase 4 and how we may or may not proceed. So overall cost a little over $6,000 for those appraisals.
Mr. Coon, let's say we do this and we get this program moving. What do you think? What is the actual time window if we actually went and bought the houses out and knocked them down? Year, 2 years?
Yeah, I think first off, we're going to be a lot more aggressive in removing the homes right after closing. But a lot of times, that can move quickly. A lot of times it depends on the homeowner themselves. We experienced some delays with Phase 3 because it was hard to get some homeowners engaged, even though that they'd expressed interest in a buyout initially. But I would think from, once we have those appraisals, if we decide to move ahead, you're then going to have due diligence, other due diligence actions we need to take, Phase 1 environmental assessments, formal surveys of the properties, and then start moving forward, with the closing. But I would think that a year, 18 months would be a suitable time frame.
Thank you. Anybody else have any questions for Mr. Coon?
Just with the appraisal, so we're gonna, because you were concerned about the price, right? So like, are we appraising, 10 homes and then finding out what the price is, and then we're only gonna buy 3 of them? Or are we appraising ones that we plan on purchasing?
These were the 9 properties that were funded through Phase 4. Okay, now it may come back when we do these appraisals, well, that grant funding is only sufficient for 6 or 7, let's say, okay? We don't know how many of those 9 may ultimately decide to move ahead with the program, so that's one factor. But Bergen County Open Space has also indicated a willingness to entertain an application if we said, hey, we have all 9 that are still interested, we want to file a supplemental funding request. They're open to that as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else? All right, Mr. Coons, what do you have to do to move this thing forward?
Just a resolution for contract award at the next meeting.
Okay, very good. All right, does anybody have any new business? Mr. McCann.
Mayor, it's been, Mr. Coons, when's the last time we had a municipal-wide traffic study done?
We had a traffic study done, John, when was it? It wasn't municipal-wide, it was for the downtown corridor itself. That was based on 22 data?
I'm going to say it was during the pandemic or shortly thereafter, immediately thereafter, 2022. And it was just to the downtown and particularly the issues with traffic on 202 in the downtown.
So, but we don't know when's the last time we had a broad one for the entire town, covering all the entrances and exits?
Not within my tenure here.
And Mr. Kemick, John, is it possible to do a study? I'm sorry. Is it possible to do a study, townwide, to do a volume count in not just in terms of the types of vehicles, automobiles, trucks, et cetera? Is there a study like that we can do?
We could take information from police are a great source of information, and we could take it from the DOT website to find out various volumes throughout the borough that are occurring. Purpose of the study?
Well, we haven't had one done.
Okay.
And it's kind of like watching a lobster cook. When you're here, you know, things are changing and you don't know it. And, you know, we're going into the next round with affordable housing. We have a lot of commercial space coming, people inquiring about. There's an application now, I believe, for another fast food restaurant in the municipality. So progress is great, but I'd rather have some data now as opposed to later when they're playing catch up on an application or a request from the state or anything like that. So that whatever defenses or that we may need to bring bear, that we have that data available to us and it's fresh and it's comprehensive. It's not just a corridor. It's for example, how many 18-wheel trucks come through Oakland now? I'm sure it's a lot. It seems to me, just the naked eye, that we have many more than even before the pandemic. So, and so I think that's the purpose.
I'll talk with Mr. Coons about a scope of work for that, and either he or I will report back to the council.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Sure. Anybody else have any new business? Does anybody have any old business? I just have, I wasn't quite sure where to put this, whether it's new or old. As you know, we're constantly trying to improve the downtown area. And I think we noticed a little bit of a loophole within our ordinance. Right now, when you're coming 202 south, and if you look in our business district, now we've got boats in the downtown area. And we shouldn't have boats we're not a marina here on Route 202. I don't know if there's some way we can address that, Mr. Coons, whether it's...
Could we add boats to the study?
Well, we should be parking boats in the downtown area.
Yeah, we can look at that from a zoning perspective.
Okay.
In code enforcement perspective, sure.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right, committee liaison reports, Mr. Talamini.
Sure. So the outdoor market that's on Saturdays from 10 to 3. It's really a great event. There's a lot of stuff being sold there. It's a lot of crafts. There's some food. And thank you for addressing the problem with the permitting. That'll make this that much more of a success. They're working very hard, the arts committee, on this, and it's really been very successful. So Saturdays 10 to 3, and then rec. So wrestling signups end today, but you could sign up for an additional fee if you missed the deadline. And then roller hockey and rec basketball signups have begun, and all sign-up information can be found at oaklandrec.org. Thank you.
Mr. Ivy?
Real quick, on Monday, October 7th, the Flood Commission will be meeting. They are looking for some new members. They meet at 7:30 in the Senior Citizens Hall. Also on Monday, October 7th, the Public Events Committee will be meeting. The public is open to stop by. Also want to highlight that the trunk or treat is on October 26th. So you'll be seeing more information about that for the children for the Halloween celebration from Public Events Committee. That's all I have there.
Councilman McCann?
No report, but I just want to say congratulations to Oakland's new Sergeant, Don Harvey, on his promotion to Sergeant. He's a legacy officer, hard worker in the town. And I also want to say congratulations to all the teams, the girls softball teams, the two baseball teams. I was really impressed with the coaches who took that team, Mayor, from, what was that, 1-17?
1-13.
1-13
Yeah.
to turning it around in a few years to a winning record. That's what it's about, improving and improving every day, and the results will follow. And congratulations particularly to those coaches and those boys for that kind of a turnaround. That's it.
Thank you. Councilman Soslinski?
Just some brief updates tonight from Public Safety. In the month of August, officers conducted 256 motor vehicle stops and issued 231 motor vehicle summonses. And from the library, the director of the library would like to acknowledge the hard work of the Oakland DPW. Besides always taking care of the building and grounds, Jimmy and his team did an incredible job replacing the damaged pillars at the front of the library. In addition, they beautified some of the other existing lamps and posts out front. The Library Board of Trustees and the director are really grateful for their hard work and dedication. Thank you.
Councilwoman?
Thank you, Mayor. Just one report from the OCC. The OCC sponsorship program is open and is asking for a show of support from residents, former residents, and businesses and nonprofits alike who want to support the mission and the work that the Television Committee, Bulletin Board Committee, Newsletter Committee, and Welcome website and social media committee does. If you're interested, you can email occ@oakland-nj.org or visit www.oakland-nj.org/sponsorship-program. The deadline is October 20th to express interest. And one more thing to highlight, Oakland TV is excited to announce that the rebroadcasts of the latest Ramapo Indian Hills Board of Education meetings have resumed on Oakland TV. Please tune into Channel 77 for their scheduling at 4:30 a.m. and at 12 p.m. on weekends. That's it.
Okay, I have...
May, one quick point. I have a correction on the public events. Their next meeting is actually Tuesday, October 15th at 7 p.m. Tuesday. Thank you.
Okay. I just have three quick announcements. Number one, October 7th, 7 p.m., Fire Prevention Week down at the Ottawa Firehouse. They do a wonderful job, with the fire prevention program and the poster contest. You have an opportunity for the young children to, get involved, play with the fire hoses, go through the smokehouse, and there's a bunch of activities down there. Also, on October 8th, from 12 to 2 p.m., there is a flu clinic at the Senior Center. That's October 8th, 12 to 2 p.m., Senior Center for the flu clinic. And sign-ups are required. Information's online. And also, we have the blood drive on October 9th, 1 to 5. Once again, our blood drive, October 9th, 1 to 5 p.m. at the Senior Center. That's all I have, and we have bills to be paid. Councilwoman.
Thank you, Mayor. Total bills to be paid, $2,993,442.30. So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Gofredo?
Yes.
Councilman McCann?
Yes.
Council President Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Soslinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the next council meeting will be held Tuesday, October 8th, 2024 at 7 p.m. right here in the Borough Council Chambers. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Good night. Thank you, everybody.